So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Ready. 30 base.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Rudolph. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down run for Conner. Not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 13 carries, 56 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10 is Conner. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. From the 24, Rudolph. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Check. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Rudolph. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turn. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rudolph looking to throw it. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll run for it with Conner. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. On 1st down, it's Rudolph being chased out left. That's caught. The former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They go play action here on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Rudolph looking to throw. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So a couple of field goals. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A reminder.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Greystone, Travis.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Flushed out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Conner. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He'll try and run forward with Conner. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Rudolph on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's got. Remember, the first sack of his NFL.
70, Indy.
After the sack on 1st down, Rudolph is going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with counter again. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Now it's Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario. Tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big... We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to go. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough. Now Rudolph. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Rudolph now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. On 2nd and 12. Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
56 to Mock, 56, check 56.
Now they will throw it here with Rudolph. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 40.
Here we go. 180.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go. Here we go.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Sorry. I'm gonna do this game out in the video. It has been Roethlisberger. He has Big Ben Roethlisberger. We need it. Good. But I got those. Yeah, it's easy.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers coming out, it is Mason Rudolph under center. Ben Roethlisberger, the all-time leader in so many Steeler passing categories, out for the year with that elbow surgery. Enter Mason Rudolph, a third-round pick last year out of Oklahoma State. Threw for better than 13,000 yards in college, so the talent is there. But now it's about trying to pilot an offense here in the National Football League.
Here we go. 50, plant.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. 3rd down here. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players in his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's a keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field.
That's super simple. Cool. No. Let's go. He's Come on, team. Okay.
30 base. 50 seconds to mine. Man, that's trash. Ready?
Throwing on second and long. Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete.
Catch the
Took
ball.
a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I told the
Pressure gets
simple.
to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I'm coming back.
That's their first time.
We're doing it, dirty. That's sad. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, team.
Wide 80.
Don't let him. Don't let him. Don't. Oh my gosh. I'm so
And that'll
deep.
be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Gotta love the catch.
Okay, it's
I think you
Jesse.
gotta love the gloves.
Let's
as
go.
well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
Okay.
They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing.
I got
I think the
it.
gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
I got your back.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So now the Steelers down by 5, 2:01 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
I got your bag.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Samuels. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they got really hurt.
Yeah, I'm starting to
Give him
run.
10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Beat him.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
On fourth down, Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now it's Rudolph.
For the armpits. Those armpits. Those armpits.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Yeah, those
Vance McDonald with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
What the crap? Those armpits? Let's go get one.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 20 seconds to go.
Let's go.
Off to Anderson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle. Back to throw. And he brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game,
I think they might just... Yeah, they need to go for it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully
I played out, got this bird, and now we're 3-0. No, we're 4-0. 4-0 in the season. I just took a DNA test and I'm 100%. We barely won. We're 4-1. Mason and Rudolph playing actually pretty well. Still the second best defense. Okay. 44 points. I think the Eagles are the... Okay, bye guys.